When the hot water needs to be hot, when the drain needs to drain, when the toilet needs to flush, you need to do two things. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. On call and there when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, an Odyssey station. And Odyssey is what you need, man. It's what it's all about. You want to listen to The Rock? Get the Odyssey app. Or perhaps you'd love to get all the audio that matters to you. Oh, I'm talking about music, sports, podcasts. These things move you, baby. And Odyssey's got them for you. That's AUDACY Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Mix.
I will beat anyone that calls in to play the game. He's smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. You're going down and I'm gonna rock. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix, don't be a loser. Oh, Beat Mix, you're a loser.
It is time to beat Mix. And we've made it. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Hey, Danny's jumping. Yeah, he's jumping right near me, weirdo.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Yeah! Fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you go do something.
Okay.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, go do a thing.
All right.
Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Sean in Bellingham. Sean, are you there?
Yes, I am, Rev.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
Goodbye.
Get out. For those playing at home, Sean will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Sean, you can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Godzilla vs. Kong actor Millie Bobby Brown played which character in Stranger Things?
11.
Yes. What kind of animal is Sid in the Ice Age franchise?
A cat?
No.
Mammoth?
No.
Pass.
Glenn Bell is the founder of what popular fast food restaurant?
McDonald's.
No.
Burger King.
No.
Dairy Queen.
No. What year in the mid-2010s did Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey divorce?
2007.
No.
2008.
No.
2009.
No. What are the team colors of the Indianapolis Colts?
Blue
No.
and white.
Yes. Peanut M&Ms were first introduced in what decade?
70s.
No.
80s.
No.
90s.
No. What artist had the mid-90s album titled Jagged Little Pill?
Oh, I don't know. Pass.
Dwight Schrute is a character from what TV show?
The Office.
Yes. Walk the Moon had the 2014 hit song Shut Up and What?
And?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
Wow, I am shocked at the Jagged Little Pill thing, because John's right in the age group where he should have got that one. All right, well, that happens.
Well, sometimes people aren't fans of certain music, and they're not going to know those things. I've realized that, like the 80s music, I know the songs, I know like the name of the songs, but you couldn't tell me so many of the people that actually did them.
Well, how old were you in the 80s?
Well, I mean, I was single digits.
Yeah, see, I'm saying if you're in your 20s, when the songs are popular, you should at least you're exposed to it because all your groups and maybe the women you're with or the guys you're with, they that's popular music. Then that's why that shocked me because. Back when he was in his 20s, I think, or maybe he was younger. Maybe I'm doing my math wrong.
Well, I don't know. You can work out that math because Steve's back and we got to play this.
Hey, look at Steve, the 253 guy.
That's right. Yeah. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Godzilla vs. Kong actor Millie Bobby Brown played which character in Stranger Things?
11?
Yes.
Nice. Yes.
What kind of animal is Sid in the Ice Age franchise?
My wife.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. A polar bear.
No.
Unicorn.
No. Glenn Bell is the founder of what popular fast food restaurant?
Taco Bell?
Yes.
Yes.
What year?
Really?
Yeah.
I never thought of why they named it that.
Well, now you know. What year in the mid-2010s did Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey divorce?
In the what?
In the mid-2010s.
2015.
No.
2014.
No.
2016.
Yes. What are the team colors of the Indianapolis Colts?
Blue and white.
Yes. Peanut M&Ms were first introduced in what decade?
Oh, the best decade.
The 60s?
No.
Well, the 50s?
Yes.
That's the best decade.
Because of Peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
Okay.
What artist had the mid-90s album titled Jagged Little Pill?
Oh, we talked about that in the theater. Alanis Morissette.
Yes. Dwight Schrute is a character from what TV
Office.
show? Yes. Walk the Moon had the 2014 hit song Shut Up and What?
Dance.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You win 8-4.
Oh, sorry, Sean.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you, my friend. Have a great weekend.
Good sport
Right.
there.
He's going to come. Sean's going to come back. He's going to come back strong.
Someday? Probably.
Well, the Jagged Little Pill was a tough one. I really felt Sean could have got that one. He should have. He really
I
should
don't know if you're not a fan of female-fronted pop rock.
Well, you would know. I mean, it was that was huge. She was pretty big then. That's what I'm saying. Is even if you don't know or care about her, everybody knew about Alanis back when she was super popular. She had like 5 hits off that album, I think.
Yeah, but again, you could be aware of who she is, but not aware of the name of the record.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I'm willing to. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Well,
with
all
him,
right,
but I'm
fine.
Well, he just passed. He had no idea, so he just
He gets his man card back. Fine.
wow.
We're taking man cards away if you don't know the true story of Alanis Morissette.
That's how I do it in my world. Fair.
Oh, there we go. I was wondering about that.
I was hoping maybe he wouldn't play it.
My finger was on the button the entire conversation.
Because he's the man.
I'm the man.
Are you though? Okay.
Yeah, I got it right.
Yeah,
Damn
he did.
it.
He won. And, he's a champion at Beat Mix.
For just this month, at least.
So they did a recent study where they asked folks this question, and this is an interesting one because depending upon how flush you feel in life or how lazy you are, they said if you have to stop and fuel up today, will you go to the closest gas station or drive a little further to the cheapest gas station?
Cheapest.
You go cheapest, huh?
Nowadays, yes.
Well, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous right now.
Yeah, well, and some of the ones that are closest to my house are like above
Well, you're in West
$4.
Seattle. What is it, like $9 a gallon?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah, right.
I think it was 15 last time I checked, but
Yeah.
thanks for undergoing there. But yeah, no, it's like above $4, and so a lot of times I'll just go to the cheap gas station.
I just go to whatever's closest. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I'm definitely on the lazy. But I go to wherever the closest Shell station is. I'm very loyal to Shell. Because they got
all right.
Jackson's.
Oh, right.
And I got to keep Jackson's in business. I don't want them to stop making them cookies, BJ.
I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, you're a Jackson's man.
So you go where you get the best cookie.
Yes.
I got it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one right off Meridian, baby.
Well, it's
Right across
close.
from Lowe's. That's what's up.
Oh, really? Okay, so you give us the
Give
exact
them all.
location. Why would you do that? Now people are going to go get your cookies.
Yeah, you know what? They did have a little bit of a shortage when we were talking about them a lot, and they said that there are people coming in because they heard on the radio that they had good cookies.
Wow. Okay. Man, see, you're you know what? You're defeating your own purpose. You can't, or either that, you're helping yourself out so you won't be tempted by what's not there.
Well, that just means they got to step up the cookie purchasing.
Yeah, I bet it's weird where they go, why is this Jackson's outperforming cookie-wise and all the other Jacksons? I don't
This
get it.
One in Puyallup seems
Yeah.
to do really well.
Yeah.
Well, I go to other Jacksons, I don't see those cookies. Either they're stocked in a different spot. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I'll have to check the Mercer Islands Jacksons to see if that's the case.
Yeah, get back to me about that.
Which now, is the caramel ones?
Either one, the Snickerdoodle or the caramel one.
Oh, the Snickerdoodle's now on your list too. All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Also, I like the Safeway one because it's a little bit cheaper, and that one's actually now on my way home closer.
Oh, so how's their cookie game going for you?
I haven't noticed any cookies, but they have those sweet. What are you doing?
What are you doing? You are busting yourself for basically saying what you do beyond get gas.
Yeah,
I mean, really.
I have my spots, man.
Yeah, this is an elaborate plan for your wife has paid me off to go. I need to know everything my husband does when he gets gas.
Well, the Safeway one's got the sweet trail mix. That's, the Reese's peanut butter cups.
There we
with the
go.
Reese's Pieces and the little pretzels. It's very healthy, BJ.
Yeah, how is that a trail mix?
I don't know, Rev, but
it's a trail.
What trail are you going on for that?
It's clearly Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
fair.
It's a good trail.
It is the most ridiculous trail mix, but it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, should they really even put the word trail in there?
They should just call it the unhealthy trail mix.
Yeah, they really should. And well, congratulations to you. So you got the trail mix, or you get the snickerdoodle. Mm-hmm. That's not a bad deal.
Well, what about you? Do you go cheapest or closest?
I go closest.
Yeah,
actually, and I go to the same one. I'm a creature of habit. I don't like going to any gas station but the one that I go to. So they could charge me $40 million and I would still go to them. Which is, because I don't like when I go to another gas station, I feel weird. Like I hope everything works the way it's supposed to. I went to one recently and it wouldn't take my phone. And it wouldn't take my phone. It wouldn't take my card. And I'm like, I don't see this. Why don't I go to a different gas station?
What do they take? Cash only? Did they have like some guy out there with a little like change purse?
It was weird. I mean, I had to reset them a couple of times. So I don't know. Maybe it was pilot error. I mean, there was one time where I couldn't even get it to fill up my car. It kept stopping. And then I told Sarah.
I had that issue in my old car, like where it was like there were certain nozzles that just didn't seem to like work well.
Yeah, you have to push them all the way in.
I would do any of that, and it would maybe get like $2 worth of gas, and then it would pop. So like there's certain gas stations where like, yeah, I'm not effing with you anymore. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, and but that's what was so bizarre. I was like, I don't get it. What have they done? Was my car so old now? I mean, I do have a car. I do have a 2004, so maybe so. But it's like, did they change the nozzles? Why would they change the nozzles?
It is weird how some cars just they don't cooperate with their nozzles.
Yeah, see, it's a racket. They want me to get a new car.
Yeah.
See, that's really what it is.
Yeah, they're in cahoots.
They are in cahoots.
You know what we all need to do is we need to go to Portland and just have them pump our gas for us, so that way we don't have to worry about it.
And you can just drop off your car and go get some steak bites while they pump up the gas.
There you go.
Drop off your car.
At the gas station.
Go to the Acropolis while you're getting your car filled up. How long do you think this process will take to fill up your car?
I don't know. The time's wasting, BJ.
Fair enough. There you go. And then, where did he go? The Acropolis. He went to the Acropolis. But what?
When I'm pumping his gas. He said he'll be right back. He's just going to grab some steak tips.
Yeah.
He took an Uber over there.
Yeah. Who do you think you're leaving it off for detailing as well? Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to wash it for me, too, right, kid? You got to do everything. Here you go. Here's a nickel. Get out of here.
This guy's left his car at the gas station for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And he came back saying he couldn't afford the gas anymore.
Wonder why that is.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
A burst pipe at 3 a.m. is a bad way to start the day. A cold shower in November isn't invigorating. So before you start freaking, call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is just one call away 24 hours a day. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com. 99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Man, this is a bizarre story. There's a doctor. His name is Benoit Sobnak. He was a lecturer in Loughborough University in the UK for 18 years before he was fired last March. And the reason he was fired is unnecessarily aggressive punctuation.
They actually said that's the reason why they're letting him go.
Yeah, and it was because of how he uses question marks. They said that the way he would end these sentences with question marks were very aggressive. Like one text he said, quote, "Do you have to stay for dinner? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. 4 of them." And quote, "Why don't you listen?" And that had 6 question marks.
Okay, he's gone too far. You got to stop after 3.
Yeah. I thought 3 was pretty much it. Like 3 was all you do.
Is it worse if you did the question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point?
See, I only do 3, and it depends on whether or not I'm more exclaimed than questioning or vice versa. Then I will do, either question, exclaim, question, or exclaim, question, exclaim. Either way, 3 is enough.
My brain.
I mean, I've already made up rules, if you believe that.
Shocking.
Hard to believe, isn't it? Yeah.
I used to be guilty of doing way too many exclamation points, but it was never because I was being aggressive. It was more just out of pure excitement. I'm like, thanks so much. And then there was like 6 exclamation points, and my buddy would be like, 1 exclamation point would have been enough. And ever since then, I've kept that in the back of my mind. I'm like, you're right. That was just unnecessary.
Yeah, 1 is like, oh, that's pretty cool. 2 is like, whoa, that, what? You really got my interest. 3 is like, yeah, for the greatest thing that's ever happened to you.
Yeah.
You go beyond 3, and I just feel like it's enough. Now even though we all have our idea that this guy surely, what the hell are you doing with all these question marks? That is still a ridiculous reason to get fired. And an employment board agreed. A judge gave him a $20,000 payout. Now, Benoit was looking for 4 times that amount. But the judge said it was clear that Benoit was also doing other stuff that led him to get fired. And it's just the reason the school gave wasn't good enough, which I don't know how the UK works, but you don't have to tell anybody a reason here in this country why you're firing them. You just fire them.
I got a feeling that they maybe have to, but if I would come up with a way better. If there's other things, I would have used any of those except and left this one out because it just seems so ridiculous.
I want to know what those other things were. That the fact is, how good or bad could they have been? I mean, the judge agreed he should have been fired, but they just feel like the excuse was lame. So what else was he doing? I wish they would tell us the other stuff that he did, because he sounds like a very annoying guy. That's a fact.
Now, it's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So this dude was fired for an aggressive use of question marks. Based on this, we want to know, finish this sentence, I still can't believe that I once was fired for blank. 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. Let's go to Mel in Seattle. Mel, you are on the Rock. Hello, Mel.
Hi.
Mel.
Hi, sorry, I had to shut my radio off.
That's all right, Mel. Welcome to the show, Mel. What you got for us?
So when I'm 41 now, but when I was, I think I was 17, it was my very first job at Northwest Trek up in Eatonville.
Uh-huh.
And I was working in the cafe. I was just a server, and the mountain lions got out. They had 2 mountain lions that escaped. And I think it was like the second time that it had happened that year. And they told everybody that the whole park was on lockdown and that no one was allowed to leave until they caught the mountain lions. And my shift was over, and I wanted to go home. And I waited like 6 hours after my shift. And I called my dad and had him come pick me up. I didn't tell him about the mountain lion situation. And I just had him come get me. And then they called my dad a couple hours later and told him that that the mountain lions had escaped. I think they actually had to shoot one of them.
Damn.
But I got fired for leaving before they caught the mountain lions.
Wait. So you left. So they didn't want anybody to leave because they felt like you wouldn't be safe. Is that it?
Yeah, because they needed to catch them first. I think they didn't know where they were.
Oh, wow.
And so they were looking for them, or maybe they did know where they were.
And that went against their policy. They were like, you disobeyed a direct order, so we got to let you go for that.
Basically, yeah. I basically blatantly defied what they had told us to do. They said that I had endangered my life, and I got in a lot of trouble.
You know what? I mean, honestly, these days, I think everybody does everything just in case there's a lawsuit. Yep. You know, and that seems to me that's exactly what that was because, you know, I mean, if you just want to go and put your life in danger, that's your business. But now it's everybody else's business, all because of the wonderful, frivolous lawsuits that we get on a daily basis.
BJ, you'll appreciate this one. My dad was fired for making a phone call to a radio station. There's a radio contest for Ron White tickets. He made the call 2 minutes before his break. He didn't win the tickets, but then he called the radio station, told them what happened. They gave him front row seats to the show.
Nice.
That
Again,
was us, of course, that did that. That sounds like something we would do.
I think we're, you know, with a lot of these stories, we're going to find out there was a lot more going on. Like 2 minutes before your break is not that big of a deal if you're a great worker. But if you're not a great worker, then this is, you know, the perception is reality. They're hating you already. Yeah. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Peyton in Lake Stevens. Peyton, you are on the Rock.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Not too bad, Peyton. What you got for us, buddy?
So the story goes that I came back from moving across the country after high school, and one of my buddies was working at a detailing shop, and, you know, he just offered me a job, so I ended up going to go work there, and I had no experience of detailing anything, and basically after, like, just 2 weeks of, like, very minimalistic training, got thrown into, like, doing brand new cars for the dealership. Oh, yeah. And the power tool got away from me, and I messed up a brand new, I'm not going to say the make, but a brand new car, and as quickly as I was in, I was out.
Ouch.
And,
was it an expensive car? You know, like it wasn't like a Toyota or a Honda or, you know, I mean, those are great cars, but they're not super high end.
Yeah, I mean, definitely higher end for just the class, but
wow.
You know, nothing, no McLarens or anything crazy, but definitely a higher.
Yeah, I think I know the neighborhood you're living in, and a lot of the folks that own those cars would not take too kindly to that.
no customer car or the dealership itself does not appreciate messed up sidewalls.
Oh man, that is you know, again, you know, it really sucks because if you don't get trained, you know, you're the bad guy there, and yet you know what, they're the ones that fire your butt, which is to me is like.
Hey, speaking of butts, how about this person said, I can't believe I once got fired for pooping. It was a longer than normal poop, and they sent someone to check up on me, and at that point I was already washing my hands, so they just assumed I was hanging out at the sink, killing time.
Yeah, that reminds me of one of our fine workers in this building that we have. Oh, wait, he's actually in this area. Oh, wait, he's actually in this room. The Reverend Fuego, I think, was in trouble for bathroom stuff.
Yeah, well, mine wasn't just for going to the bathroom. It was basically when I was working in an assembly line. I really didn't like doing it, and it was an early job, so I would go into the bathroom and I would take naps. And I would nap for, you know, sometimes I think the longest time was like a half hour. And I didn't get fired for it, but I was put on that, you know, probation or whatever. And I mean, I just quit anyway. But,
so when you were taking the naps, did you actually have your pants down for extra, like, you know, that way?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It was a realistic approach.
Yeah, I was on the toilet and I was sitting there and I would just kind of doze off.
Okay, that's an image I didn't need to see, Steve. Thank you for that.
Well, you know, I'm here for you, BJ. I know you want to eat less, so I figured that would be a thing to share.
You know what?
Yeah,
there you go. But guess what? My doctor's going to love you. You keep this up.
We're here to help. It's portion control. I'll share these stories with you.
That's what really bothers me about the new floor plan we have in our building. It's a super open floor plan, and there's no place to really, you know, you can't sleep in your office anymore because everybody can see inside everybody's office.
True. Yeah, I miss those days when we could close the door and just fall asleep on the floor.
That's why we bought you a sleeping couch, Steve, for that reason.
I know, and it was awesome for that year that we had it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, someone once got fired for pissing off his boss's girlfriend. His boss was also married.
Oh. Okay. God, I would be so irritated by that situation because I have had those kind of employment situations before where, there was a guy and another woman in another department that I worked in the clothing store, and I just did not get along with them, or I didn't get along with her. And you know what? No matter what she did, I couldn't get the boss to realize. I go, look, it's at least 50% my fault and 50% her fault. Why are you always siding with her? And then I found out that they both were banging each other and stealing money from the company. And I was like, that's why. Oh, and of course he was married. And yeah. Oh, and you're not supposed to steal from the company, from what I understand.
I heard that's frowned upon, I hear. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to Brooklyn in Snohomish. Brooklyn, you are on the Rock.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you doing?
Good, thank you, Brooklyn. What you got for us?
Awesome. So this is kind of a two-part story. So I'm working security as somewhat of a first responder. I won't say where. I had a puppy that was about 3 months old at the time, so I was bringing her to work so I could take care of her throughout the day because I couldn't leave her at home by herself for long periods. And this just happened to be on Thanksgiving Day. I had one other coworker. Everything was closed down. I wasn't taking any real calls. It was a really slow, boring day. And I was taking my puppy in the security vehicle, just driving around, setting up equipment, and with one other coworker, and just having a really chill day. And I went out of work on an ankle injury a few weeks later, but before that, a coworker kind of made a joke about me, saying like, "Oh, you should totally take your puppy in the truck as a canine officer one of these days." It was just kind of like something funny that I laughed at. I was like, "Yeah, I already did that on Thanksgiving Day." So while I was out on injury, I got a call halfway through from some of the higher ups in my company stating that I was being terminated for having my puppy in the security vehicle on Thanksgiving Day.
I don't understand. Why is there a reason why the puppy couldn't be there? Because maybe the puppy might attack somebody? Why is that a problem?
That's what I was wondering, and that's what everybody else was wondering, too. Everybody in my company was dumbfounded by it, and they all laughed at it. And then anybody else that I tell, too, they're kind of... I don't know, amazed at the fact that I got fired for that because it's so ridiculous. But the flip side of that, too, though, is I got a call a year prior to that somebody had left their dog chained up outside on the sidewalk in the cold rain for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And so I was actually told by my supervisor to go and grab that dog and bring it into the security truck in the nice, warm, climate-controlled, comfortable area to drive around.
That is very bizarre. That is weird that they basically told you that you could have that dog in the truck, but you couldn't have your dog in the truck. That's really weird.
That's why I thought it was strange. And I was an exemplary employee. Like, I was one of their best employees, too. So it was just one of those funny things.
And you said that happened on Thanksgiving when you had it?
Yes, that's correct.
So what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Of course. Hello?
I asked the hard-hitting questions.
You really did.
I didn't mean to offend her with that question.
Yeah. I don't know what the heck your problem is, Steve.
You bring up food. I mean, Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday. I like to know what people like to eat. Candied yams. That's my answer.
Candied yams?
Nice.
What you like?
The marshmallows.
Good job.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Brooklyn, and my favorite is turkey and gravy.
All right,
we got her back for a second.
I don't know if you know that. Brooklyn. It's great.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage, by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card, and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it. But you can get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time, and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
When the hot water needs to be hot, when the drain needs to drain, when the toilet needs to flush, you need to do two things. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. On call and there when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.